Welcome, beloved soul. My name is Pandora, and I read tarot intuitively. This is a timeless reading, so it may resonate whenever you watch it. Not every message will be for everyone. Use your own discernment. Tarot is meant to empower and guide, never to replace your free will. If this reading resonates, I invite you to stay present and open. It is not by mistake you've landed at my channel. I like to think it is divine providence. I am a solitary Wiccan witch and earth mystic. Welcome to my circle, a place where magic breathes, candles whisper, and shadows dance with light. Here, I honor the old ways, weave my own spells, and share the sacred rhythm of a solitary witch's heart. My tarot readings are a little different. I don't just pull cards, I tell stories. The cards come together like a parable, revealing life events, lessons, and turning points through symbolism and narrative. If you're drawn to messages that unfold like a story, you are in the right place. So, let's get started. Let's begin with picking which card you would have for this reading. Let's pick the first card over here. And how about which card are you looking for? Over in this area here. Let's try this card here. Let's continue and let's pick up the top card here. We have 3 cards. Let's see. Some card in here. 4 cards. Let's go. And we have 5 cards. Well, that one doesn't want to come, so let's take that card. 5 cards. 6 cards. And we have one more in the middle for the 7th card, the final clarification card. All right, so we picked 7 cards for you. And remember, this is a timeless reading, so it may resonate whenever you watch it. But you can also take what you need and just leave the rest. So let's see and take a gander as to which cards were pulled for you. We have, Major Arcana card, the Magician, one of my favorite cards. We have an Ace of Cups. Very nice with the Magician card. We have the 3 of Coins. Capricorn, an achievement in the area. We have 19, the Sun. This is an incredible reading. The Sun, a Major Arcana card. We have the Queen of Swords. The feminine energy of ideas and nurturing. A clarification card, we have the Knight of Wands. And we have the final card, which is the Ace of Wands. Let's take a look at what kind of cards we have going on here. We have 2 Major Arcana cards. We have the Magician and the Sun. We have 2 Wands, 1 Coin, and 1 Cup, and 1 Sword. So we have all of the elements. We have earth, air, fire, water. We have earth. We have air. We have fire. we have water, and then of course the two major arcana cards are spirit. So let us go see what these cards, these incredible cards, have to do with you, since you will be the star of this show. And so here we have the cards that we've pulled for you. Once again, we have the two major spirit cards, major arcana, the Sun and the Magician. We have the four elements, earth, air, fire, water. We have earth, the coins, the three of coins. We have air, the Queen of Swords. We have fire, the Ace and the Ace and Knight of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups. So what does this story tell us about you? Let's take a look. The Sun card, we have to start with the Sun. The Sun card is you, and oh my gosh, wherever you go, people listen. Whatever you say, people listen. Wherever you go, people see your charismatic being. You are just probably a Leo or an Aries, because your demeanor is so pioneering, so out there, and so gregarious that people are just attracted to you like a magnet. Not only that, you just happen to be one of the smarter people with your finances and with your material world. You like luxury. You could also be a Taurus. A Taurus loves their things, and this is kind of what you do. You have a beautiful home. You love nice vehicles. And you take care of yourself. You go to the gym and you take care of yourself. And money allows you to do all those things. So you do very well financially. If you were to say that you have any character defect, it would be one that you don't stay with anything very long because you get bored very easily. You are the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is very action-orientated, very impulsive, also does not like spending long time on waiting for long returns. You are more into the beginnings of things and the creative effort. You're more of a, what they call a fire energy or a cardinal energy. You're cardinal because you like the beginnings of stuff. And that includes the beginning of a new project that you are going to have a potential to have a new project. You've just been waiting for the right project. That project is on its way. And it's exactly the kind that you like. You like to get those projects, you like to pioneer them, and then hand them off to somebody else that will keep them going. Well, this is an area that you're not so keen on all the time. This is an area of emotions and personal relationships. Emotions and personal relationships are not things that you have time for. And not only that, they are so fickle, the ones that you've had. You don't like the getting into a relationship and then having the responsibility of calling somebody, or what you would term it playing games. You're not a game player when it comes to romance or personal relationships or emotions. What you tend to do is you're in and out, And that's the way that you do relationships, because it just gets to be too enormous of a responsibility emotionally for the type of lifestyle that you live. However, I would like to bring you back to this card of the Ace of Wands, because there is going to be a person, a feminine person, that is going to have a name that's kind of like a man's name. So something like her name, the feminine energy may be Samantha and goes by Sam, or Alexandra and goes by Alex. Because when you were called into a meeting to have a meeting about this important venture, you thought you were going to be meeting a male energy, when in fact you met a feminine energy. And that kind of took you off guard immediately, because you never heard of this person. They just came out of the woodwork and you've never heard of them before. So it's a very prominent person, but you had no idea that that person was a feminine energy. This feminine energy is a little bit different than what you would anticipate when you were meeting with them, because they're very cautious. One of the things that you admired is this person is very decisive, and in addition to being decisive, this person is very astute about when a decision is made, what type of expectations are involved. And you would think, oh, well, if only that were true in a relationship, then that would work out for you pretty good. Because one of the things is in the cups and the relationship areas, you have difficulty with commitment and the intimacy that is required of it. And so what you usually do, you get into intimacy without any commitment. Well, this type of a person is not that type of a person. And this type of a person already has everything that you have. This person is very charismatic. This person is very astute in their personal finances, and also in the quality of life they like to live. You just really will be taken aback by this person. It's unlike anybody you've met before. And the interesting thing is that you both have that charisma. You both have that charisma, that sun charisma, and you both have the charisma of being able to turn anything that you have at your fingertips into potential success. So you have the potential to be a power struggle, a power couple, should you be interested in that. But one of the things that was made apparent in this meeting is that the Queen was not very interested in you, and was not very impressed that you thought that she was a masculine energy. So, what is it that you will do when you meet this feminine energy with the male name? What would the cards recommend to you to do when you meet this person? Because you are so not into having a relationship with anybody, just a friends with benefit type of thing. This says, warning. This card is telling us a warning. It's saying the road ahead is dark and foreboding, hinting of trials yet to come. This is your opportunity to reevaluate the situation and decide whether or not to proceed. So, this person here is attracting you, and it's attracting your non-committal relationship uh, uh, indiscretions, whereas there's just something about this person that is very unique that you find fascinating. And so this is warning you that it's not necessarily that person that you got to be warned about. It's you that needs to be warned about. You who are the one that's inexperienced in the matters of commitment and intimacy and vulnerability. Let's see what another card has to tell us. This other card is seek the answers. All answers lie within you. Ask bravely, listen patiently, and the truth will emerge. Exploration, inner wisdom, truth discovery. That's what this card is indicating for you. Seek the answers. And we're talking, this is a whole, maybe because of you are always seeking that night part of you, the night part that's always seeking for something, and it's no longer challenging for you because whatever you touch always turns to success with, of course, what? The exception of romantics. It just seems like you bomb out in the romantic area. Let's see what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say about romance and love for you. This card says, nurture your relationships like blooming flowers. They'll flourish. So, we're talking about flowers. We're talking about romance. Okay, you're not allergic or you're not ignorant to what it takes to have romance. But what it is that you're not too much into the commitment area. And you always dislike whenever you get into a romance, you don't like the game playing, so to speak, that you call it game playing, when in fact it's just normal dating and you are in the fast lane. But this one woman does seem to be different than the ones that you have had in the past to have relationships with. Let's take a look. After all, remember, you've never been married either. Nobody's ever been able to get you to say get married. Let's talk about what this card is. This card is called the Sacred Roar. This card is the Sacred Roar. You've held it in long enough. The healing begins when you give it a voice. Speak, and you will feel the shift. So, this is indicating that your roar as a lion as being this significant, inspirational person, you have a roar that's within you that is being mistaken by your Knight of Wands as being more. I mean, there's only so many successes that you can have in the same area of money and creative projects and ideas. You don't seem to have success in the romantic area. This is saying there needs to be some kind of healing. What is it that is preventing you from making those commitments? Let's take a look at another series of cards by the Marchetti deck. Let's see what a clarifying card has to say about that. It has the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords indicates that you do have a commonality and probably this feminine energy is going to give you a run for the money, because this person is extremely intelligent, very similar to you, where it doesn't have time for game playing and romance. So you might find that being in business or being associated in business with this particular woman is going to be very interesting for you. Let's see from the Pharaoh card, another card that talks about what you need to do. It says, unhealed history. What you haven't healed keeps looping until it's faced, and it's not going to vanish with time alone. So we are talking about, there is, other than you not having time for romance, there is some kind of unsurety that does need to be healed. And what you need to do is you need to take some time. Let's see what an angel card will say for you. An angel card, because if you need to be healed, angel cards are wonderful cards to be taken. Angel whispers. Angel whispers, well, angel whispers means that there's something within you that you've always wanted in your emotional realm, and you want to look at that past. It could be as far as way back past in your childhood. So take a look, because this would be the woman, or this would be the feminine energy that might help you to heal because of the similarities. It's the both of you are very similar. And so that, who knows, this could be your last chance for romance with the perfect person just for you. Hi, thank you for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed reading for you, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If so, would you please press the like button, the subscribe button, and that little bell icon so you never miss a little reading from me. Because one thing's for sure, I don't want to miss you. So go ahead, press those buttons, and thank you for stopping at my channel.